The Omi no Hoka is a traditional folk performance that has been passed down in the Omi area of Shinshiro City. During the Obon festival, this event takes place in the area centered around Senshoji Temple, where people visit homes that are observing their first Obon and perform dances to offer prayers for the new spirits. The history of this tradition is ancient, dating back to the Heian period. It is said to have originated with itinerant monks known as Hoka, who wandered the provinces chanting Buddhist prayers while dancing. Over time, in rural areas, this practice became associated with agricultural rituals such as rainmaking, continuing into the present day. In the Omi area, the Hoka tradition temporarily disappeared around the Meiji era, around Meiji 27 to 28 or 1894 to 1895, but it was revived after the war through the passion of the village's young people. Although the Preservation Society faces challenges such as an aging population, villagers who are passionate about revitalizing the community endure rigorous dance practice and strive to pass the tradition on to the next generation. Some of the locals graciously volunteered to offer their perspectives on the Hoka dance. We used AI technology to translate their comments into English.
It began to pour down rain just as we were getting ready to start. But we never skip a dance, even if it rains a lot. We're going to make the most of this one day of the year, no matter what the weather is like. Luckily, the bad weather passed quickly, so no one got wet this time, even though it was a very hot and humid day. The village is very closely knit, and we want to keep the tradition going. We all work together in good spirits to make sure the ritual can be performed every year. If you look carefully, you will see some people dressed in black in front of the temple. They are temple devotees who have lost a close family member this year. Their family members are buried here. I'm not sure how long we can keep up this practice. As people in the village get older, fewer and fewer of them are able to take part. But I hope there is still time to dance for people from other countries who see this and come see us in the years to come.
For more than 3 decades, I have participated in the Hoka Dance Festival. Although I no longer perform the dance, I am grateful to still engage in this Obon tradition that honors deceased relatives. Occasionally, we join dance troupe gatherings across Japan, and witnessing the Hoka dancers showcase our city, Shinshiro, on a grand stage continues to be a profound source of happiness for me.
I'm Kondo Kazuhiro, the president of the Oumi Hoka Dance Preservation Society in Shinshiro City, Japan. We have 32 members today, but only about 15 of them can dance. When you reach the age of 60, doing this dance becomes physically hard. I genuinely want to ask 20-year-olds to join us, but it's difficult to convince young people to do so. The dance is physically grueling, and the summer heat is making it even more difficult. I've been a member for 36 years. When I was young, I used all of my abilities to perform. Now I'm far too old for this. You can dance reasonably well until about 65. Beyond that, it's too much for your body. Both the legs and the back suffer a great deal of physical strain. The big fan is constructed of bamboo and is quite heavy. The significance of the dance has been lost to history. It is a form of Obon dance, of course. The Obon dance is a traditional Japanese dance performed during the Obon festival, which is a time to honor and remember deceased ancestors. According to folklore, the dance spread throughout medieval Japan during the Muromachi period and took root here. We have kept doing it ever since.
As the temple's chief priest, I have watched this dance since I was a tiny child. In those days, the crowd was much bigger. Other places in this region share this practice, but I have never seen them because they celebrate on the same or near identical day. There was no celebration during World War II, but afterward, the village's youth revived the custom. Though the dance has no official affiliation with this Zen temple, we are pleased to play a role in keeping this tradition alive.
Hey there, I'm Nakazawa Yusuke, and I took up Hoka dancing when I was 32. Hard to believe that was 10 years ago now. If you're curious about what makes this dance tough, well, I'd say it's everything. This dance is no walk in the park. It works every part of your body. We get into some pretty strenuous postures, ones that feel a bit unnatural. We dance, we bang the drum, and sometimes it feels like we're trying to do too much at once. But you know what? We keep at it. I really hope folks from overseas come to see the real deal next summer. It's an experience you won't want to miss, and we'd love to share it with you.
Even after 5 years, I am still a beginner at this. It is a challenging and difficult dance that we only practice once a year. There is so much to learn, and then when the day of the dance arrives and they put on that heavy fan, you feel constricted and under a huge weight. There is a very difficult move, a tricky turn. I work hard, yet I never feel like it is going well. The audience is made up entirely of neighbors, relatives, and friends. I wonder what visitors from abroad would think if they came. I hope they do now that we are on YouTube.